This whole thing has turned into a giant political butt fight. You got all the conservatives blaming liberals and saying it's because of their rhetoric and the way they talk that it happened. And then you got the liberals saying that's hypocritical because they do the exact same thing and would probably laugh at one of their people on their side dying. I hate to have the commentator take, I guess, but yeah, it is truly both sides would act the same in the exact same scenario.
We're so cooked as a people, Jack. I'm not gonna hold. There's no like, wow, this is a terrible situation like that. Like it's always, yeah, it's a terrible situation and it's that fault. It's this fault. It's this fault. It's like somebody just got blamed somebody. I just feel like as humans that we just be weird. Like instead of just being like, hey, this is a terrible situation. Who did this is weird. It's like these group of people. It's always them. It's always these group of people. It's always this group of people. It's always this group of people. This group of people is always like this. It's this group of people doing this. It's this group of people. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Talking about it's gonna get better, bro. If you think it's gonna get better, bro, it's gonna be a cold December, man. Get him on jacket.
Where have you been?
Tommy NFG dropped a video called "The Craziest September of All Time." Talking about, do you remember the 21st night of September, bro? I remember a couple of nights in this, bro. This was probably the craziest month this year, realistically. No funny. So let's go ahead and see what we're getting into, bro. If you're watching on the tube, Twitch Ride. Let's go.
I know I usually do a recap at the end of every year, covering everything that happened from influencers to politics to memes. And I'm happy to say that will be coming out. But this September, I just had to talk about it a little bit because people have been memeing on it and just saying,
what the is going on?
Every day I'm waking up seeing a new jaw-dropping story across the world. As of recording, we're literally halfway through this month, and Charlie Kirk got assassinated, life was just found on Mars, Nepal overthrew its government, Roblox is getting sued by a YouTuber, Russia's invading Poland, a dead body was found in a music artist's car, and the Epstein files released. If this is 2025, we're not.
The Epstein files still did not release, man.
In order with Roblox getting sued by Law by Mike. Roblox has been going through the gutter ever since Schlepp made that exposed video on them. They've been losing billions and getting clowned on by the internet. Having politicians step up to fight against them, then getting sued by a state. I mean, when your game has animations like this, should we be surprised?
This is y'all mans, by the way. Y'all always be hitting me with the, oh, that's your man's. Roblox is y'all mans. Y'all be playing Nami Feet Hangout like those. I heard you grew up with them. What the bro? He is shaking.
This isn't even the worst of them. Like, if I showed the worst, this video will probably get taken down. So on September 1st, Law by Mike dropped a video saying he's suing Roblox and pointed out all the up things Roblox has yet to address. One of them was the fact that anyone could make an account on the website before 2021 with just a username, password, and birthday. It's the first step.
The reason I'm saying that is that now Roblox seems to be like a bunch of, it seems like a lot more games and a lot more options to people to get into, but it seems like it's like very niche groups. Like you could literally play some really niche crazy on Roblox now. And that's the games that y'all was growing up with. This that you was growing up with. We was growing up with like Wizard 101 and like that though, bro. We ain't have these problems, bro. But these are y'all games. These are y'all goats, you know?
For every game company to have you enter in an email at least. This makes it way easier for predators to create some bot accounts and lure some kids off the platform. And also, what happens if you forget your username and password and don't have an email connected to that account? Was your account just blipped from existence forever? He also says that their AI moderation is a failure because groomers always find a way around it. They'll either use some type of secret emoji codes or text in the chat to still get through, which only makes me wonder, when are these companies gonna realize AI is not built up as much as they thought it was? Now
except their mic AI, bro. If I say like any curse word on Roblox, y'all know I'm getting VC banned immediately.
Feels like companies are only becoming unsafer with this AI bullshit. It's almost like removing an actual human being and replacing it with a robot that works half the time was gonna cause problems. But you know they don't care. Roblox does anything for profits. He also exposed that Roblox is lying about how many moderators they have. They try to say they have thousands working around the clock 24/7 to protect kids, but it turns out they only have 3,000 total. And that might seem like a keep in mind, Roblox has well over 100 million.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, at least 80% of Roblox is not moderated, bro. That's why you got on them freaky games on the platform, bro. Have y'all seen Neighbors? Neighbors 18 plus, some of them that be walking in and out of that.
active players a day, which is only growing every day with more kids joining. Those poor employees. I could only imagine how many requests they have to come through a day. It's always worse when you have less too, because you're gonna have employees making mistakes and they probably got some quota from David Baszucki to hit. I can imagine him looking down from above on them and giving an execution order when an employee makes a mistake. Because of all this, Law by Mike said he's now joining Schlepp's lawyer to help sue Roblox, and that anyone who's had a similar experience to Schlepp on Roblox can contact
Y'all
him
think
so he
this
can
lawsuit really gonna go through,
Right
chat?
now, Roblox is looking like Thanos after snapping. If they manage to win this, I'm gonna start buying the lottery again because anything is possible. Right after this, the Epstein files officially released to the
I must have missed this part. I didn't know they officially released. Where they release at? eBay? 4chan? Where is that? I ain't seen them yet, bro. I ain't know that.
Well, actually, not fully released, just partially. The fact that 33,000 pages being released is only partially makes me sick
33,000 pages. Who wrote the files, man? What you do that on Microsoft Word? Notepad? Wattpad? What do you write that on?
to my stomach. This was really the devil, bro. How did we live on the same planet as him? But randomly out of nowhere, a government branch decided to force Epstein's estate to release his 50th birthday book, which did indeed expose Trump for signing an inappropriate letter to Epstein. I always wonder how these rich dudes get so freaked out. Their freaky is always 10 octaves above the public. I don't know if I can show the letter, but I'm not gonna risk it because this vid might get taken down. It takes like 2 seconds to find though on the internet anyways. The letter itself is a bad drawing of a naked woman's body, with Trump's signature directly on the bottom of it. I feel like in the past, if people heard that a president got exposed for signing a nude letter to a predator, they would assume he would have got impeached by now. Maybe this is
I think
just
when it started like when you get like getting money, like on some billionaire Elon Musk type, I think like so many people end up being like creeps because it's like, oh, I got all the money in the world. What else can I do? And that's why I be on some Squid Game type. Low key, there could really be a whole Squid Games going on right now. We wouldn't know.
bar that we've set for the future. They also had a fictional conversation between them on the letter. Aw, they're doing some cute couple role plays, such goals. I'm not gonna lie, two men having a fictional
Yo,
conversation
Tommy, you put this in the
written
vid,
on
bro?
a letter has gotta be some form of zesty. There is never a time you'd ever see me and my homies do this with each other. At the end of the
Dead ass lie to everybody's faces. Tommy, it sound good.
letter, the last thing Trump wrote is, a pal is a
Copyright
wonderful
cameo.
thing. Happy birthday, and let every day be another wonderful secret. Well, surely he clarified at least what he meant there.
It's not my signature, and it's not the way I speak. And
It sound good. So somebody ghost written? Yo, this is not a real person. I don't give a what y'all say. This is not human. This on the right, JD Vance, he's not a real person, bro. He's not an actual human. This is a demogorgon, bro. It's a skinwalker, bro. That he's just waiting for Trump's downfall, bro, to go ahead and take his seat like those, bro. Like, cause what the f?
anybody that's covered me for a long time knows that's not my language.
Oh. Well, I have no reason to say he's lying.
Like, people literally hear this, say this, and be like, guess there's no worries. Well, they're relying on him, guys. There we go. Like, and just believe it.
I believe him. Moving on. It's crazy because if I'm president and I'm accused of being a predator like this, and I'm saying someone's smearing me with fake signatures and all that, I'm instantly releasing a forensic analysis showing it's fake. Like, I run the country. Give me the best one and get it done in a couple hours. But ever since he said this, there hasn't been a single peep from him about it. You've had to have some real genius out there to smear Trump with a fake signature 20 years ago, knowing he would be president just to use it as blackmail against him. People are pointing out also he has signatures from the past that look exactly like the one with Epstein, and even ones he signed in 2022 with that exact one. But he's changed up the signature ever since becoming president, which makes you think, is this man really dumb enough to think people won't go back to his old signatures and compare them to see how alike it is? The answer is probably yeah. Russia now might invade Poland, so yay, another World War III threat this year.
Yo, Russia got so many ops, bro. Russia like literally will beef with everybody and anybody, and they don't give a. And Russian citizens, like, it sucks because they don't even got. They don't got YouTube. They don't got Twitch. They don't got SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, 4chan, Red. Like, the is living in an actual ground zero, bro. And I guess it's because he got like 20 nuclear bombs, so they're really just waiting for somebody to pull their card. But low key, like, y'all invading Poland? Don't y'all already got bigger fish to fry at this point?
At this point, how many World War III threats are we at this year? Because every month I'm hearing a rumor that the may start up and I'm gonna have to get ready to be drafted. This month, Russia decided to send drones to Poland's airspace, which they say was an accident and they weren't intentionally aimed there. What's up with these governments thinking people in the world don't have brains like them? It's actually disrespectful because they dead think we're all toddlers and can't tell what's real and what's not. Although nothing was really damaged and the drones turned out to be decoys apparently, Poland was not messing around with these. Word on the street is Poland's moving like the Texas of Europe. They deployed their jets to shoot down the drones because you gotta show dominance. And they also invoked Article 4 of the NATO treaty, which means they're now meeting with all other countries to discuss where further to go with this. All it takes is
y'all gotta even take it there, bro. Poland, I don't even know if y'all want like that. I don't even know if they want Russia to be their ops. I don't know if they want Russia to be their ops. I'm gonna be honest, man, because they'll even really take it there.
To agree to move to Article 5, and we potentially in them World War III trenches. The military better be able to hold.
Did y'all imagine if World War III happened over a misunderstanding? Want to talk about some? Hi, sir, you're gonna be drafted for World War III. Me? Oh no, I'm cool. I'm straight. I'm good. Y'all know what I'm doing, bro. That Tomorrow's Teachings episode gonna be real in a couple of moments.
My tax dollars, because that draft is one I will be dodging. I don't care if I gotta act like Timmy from South Park, I'm not going. While a country was attacking another country, Gen Z and Nepal just said F it and burned down their government. Finally, Gen Z, it's time for us to rise up. I don't know why, but I thought in our lifetime we would never see a government overthrown with all of our modern technology. I thought we was and shit. Our generation got a bunch of femboys and furries. Are these the people that are supposed to fight? Like whenever I see footage of a government being overthrown, it's always from the 80s or in black and white. But this all started when in Nepal, the government decided to randomly ban all major social media platforms. And with stuff like this, it's always a buildup. The people there already felt like the government was too corrupt. So this one little thing pushed them to the edge. At first, the protesters started peacefully with people asking the government to change its ways. But then the police started using rubber bullets and tear gas fighting the protesters. The one thing you never do to a peaceful crowd is start firing at them, because their next and only option is revolt. So all the Gen Z kids started fighting back and crowding the streets. Slowly adding up to more and more until the police couldn't handle it. And in the middle of this revolt, for some reason, there was a random British tourist there vlogging to witness it all. When all other media fails and there's no other source, always count on a random British man in miscellaneous country recording it.
How Nepalese treat their tours even during violent protests. And Tommy, this must have been copyright, huh? Do y'all feel like that could ever happen over here? Hey, U.S. government, I'm not wishing that upon nobody. I'm not asking, but do y'all really think that could happen over here? Like, to be honest, probably not. They probably just like self-nuke, to be honest. I'm not gonna, like, I don't think it could realistically happen over here in that way. And also, everybody's so divided on topics that there will be dead, like if there's like 1,000 rioting, bro, there would be at least like 500 that's snaking out. It would never be like that in this divided country, right? Imagine next month, nigga, the Civil War starts. New Civil War chat. Yo, if the new Civil War starts, y'all better pick a side. If you on the other side, it's you, bro. It's when we see you, bro, it's up.
The overthrowing can't be that bad. They gave him water for free. Apparently the whole thing was actually very wholesome, other than the government buildings getting burnt down. People were helping each other if they got injuries and driving them to the hospital. People set up stations to give each other food to refuel. And after everything burnt down and their previous prime minister resigned, they cleaned the street together and are gonna start building up everything again. In a way, this is the most peaceful overthrowing of a corrupt government I've ever seen. After all this, they of course had
they was hitting with rubber bullets over here. They would get hit by a RPG or something.
Like new people in the government, considering all the old government got pushed out. And the place they chose to pick their leader wasn't in person, wasn't through local polling. Discord, they elected their new prime minister through Discord. Say what you want about Gen Z, but we get things done in the stupidest possible way ever. New prime minister also would make her the first female prime minister in the country's history. So she got a lot on her plate, but you know what? Good luck to her and the rest of the Nepalian people. You could tell their government was corrupt because sadly there was 72 casualties just in the days of this going on. In America, if it came out the government off 72 people on the streets now, we would probably have a civil war all over the nation. Moving on, David, who's a singer that blew up in the past couple of years, mainly becoming big off of TikTok as most artists do nowadays. If you think you've never heard of his name, I guarantee if you hear one of his songs, you probably heard it on a TikTok before. His Tesla had been found abandoned on the street and got towed to a local.
Yo, stop saying your mans, bro. It was funny the first time, bro. Now Dragging
a
it.
bad smell coming from it. And when they called the police found a body in a bag in the trunk. I could not be a cop because I would not be the same after seeing something like that. As soon as it came out, all of his fans were like, it's over. Their favorite TikTok artist turned into OJ. But it turns out at the time it got found, he was on tour already for a while. So unless he pulled some mafia type of calls and had someone taken out and left in his trunk for some reason, which doesn't make sense if you're trying to hide a crime, but whatever, then it was pretty much impossible for him to have done the crime. The police.
Yeah, Tommy, we need a little update on this. We need a little update on this one, bro. I'm not gonna hold, bro. We need a little updates on this one.
He's also said he's not a suspect and he's working with them to help. That's gotta be awkward to address to the public, right? Usually artists are addressing scamming allegations or something.
Updated
else,
literally
but
hours
that's
later.
a little more than what we normally see. But that, because now we got signs of Mars has life. One of NASA's rovers last year rock sample from Mars. And that specific rock sample is also connected to an ancient river on the planet. They say the Mars rocks are about 3.2 to 3.8 billion years old. Whenever I see stats like this, it's always crazy because it shows our lives are literally nothing in the grand scheme of things. I don't even believe the universe is that old for real. Show me some 4K footage that I'll start believing. The scientists found minerals on the rock that can be linked to life-friendly signs, which they match with the ones we have here. It also had elements
There's a scene where in Dragon Ball Z, bro, they had to go to a whole nother planet because the Earth was about to blow up. If y'all had to go to a whole new planet, bro, but you didn't know what was on it, you didn't know what type of life it was or how it was going to be on there, would y'all still go to another planet, bro, if it meant survival or no?
Carbon, which is linked to microbial life. The problem is, since we're on Earth and nobody's there, we can't fully confirm
Yeah, y'all would.
100% accurate. We have to manage on the rovers, which always have to break for some reason. But if they confirm it's true, it's the strongest evidence that Mars once had life like us or has life on it now. If they are there,
maybe the aliens thick as shit, bro. We always like perceive aliens to be like this, but we don't know what they look like. Maybe aliens could definitely be thick as shit. Who knows, bro?
I say we leave them alone. It would be kind of cool to chop it up with the alien and ask it how its life is going. Maybe have a little smoke session with it and get high. But we'll just drag them into our planet and all the bull we caused. They're probably gonna look at us like,
I know we're kind of up, but being born a human is crazy.
and for the last one, that's probably the most craziest thing that happened this month. You've all heard by now, but political commentator Charlie Kirk got assassinated in broad daylight. If y'all know me and my stances, y'all probably already know what I'm
This is such a crazy. All this happened this month, bro. Not only this month, all this happened in like the last 2 weeks, bro.
Political violence is never the answer and doesn't solve anything. And judging from the reaction and the fallout from it, people are even more split than they already were. You got the dumbest of sides. One side laughing at a man getting gruesomely murked in front of hundreds of people, and the other side saying it's a civil war now and it's time to get locked in.
Bro, this was dead ass putting this next to Martin Luther King and Jesus, bro. This was saying that's top 5 Twitter because was making jokes like those, but me personally, you know, that the joke's not my type of vibes in the first place. But like, it was just like, it was so bad on Twitter, bro, that week. It was so bad, gang. I don't even be like super in depth to all the political shit. Of course, I keep in touch and know what's going on and like that, but like, my Explore page was. I'm gonna be on this game. My Explore review page was looking like live leak that week. It was so bad.
It's time we rise.
This is a real person, bro. This is a real person, a grown man, bro. This is a real person, bro.
Time we rise.
He's so serious. It's not a skit either, bro. He's so serious, bro.
Why is Andrew Tate tweeting civil war? Don't even live here. Worry about your sex trafficking cases and crypto scams. Stop worrying about our affairs. To me, it looks like if this is the type of president we're setting for political commentators, like for politicians, it's one thing. Even though it's bad too, that's something people more expect is a possibility. Then how far are we gonna go?
Totally
Even
not
though Charlie
bashing,
Kirk is on the more extreme side with stuff he says, it starts like that, then dwindles down to everyone else. It honestly shows how sad we've gotten, and I'm honestly scared of what's to come. Like for the people cheering online about this, now the other side is pissed and some insane person out there is probably gonna try to get some type of retaliation.
I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not condoning none of that, bro. But all I am saying is, please do not target my people, my, because at the end of the day, they're gonna talk about some, you guys are gonna learn now. And they're going to target HBCUs. What the fuck did we do? We black. We ain't do shit. We ain't had nothing. I ain't hear black nothing in this situation. What the fuck we do? Like, bro, they're talking about, you guys, the world shall feel pain. Y'all is targeting the wrong group of people, man.
a person or a group of people that are innocent as well. It's gonna be a never-ending problem, which is why it should be condemned. Is it now valid for you to get murked on the street because you had a disagreement with someone politically? Now that I've said that, even though I feel bad for his kids and I hope they can get through life well dealing with this, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm actively crying and mourning the guy. Like, two things can be true at once. It can be true that he didn't deserve to go like that and gun violence is bad, but also I'm not gonna mourn someone who sent hate to all types of groups all the time. Charlie Kirk got one of the worst digital footprints.
Tommy, I'm not gonna lie, off that, bro, I know your comments look like a clan meeting right now. Tommy, they about to get you out of there. Yo, you know really been losing their jobs, Chad. They have been losing their jobs. I ain't never seen lose their jobs this much for talking about some online shit since like I don't even know, bruh. Tommy, they about to take you
There's
on
that
YouTube,
clip
bruh.
people are posting everywhere when he's talking about the Second Amendment.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
That nigga said it. I ain't say it.
And yeah, that's definitely not a good look for what happened. He's also said things like the Civil Rights Act was a mistake, said abortion is now worse than the Holocaust. He was a huge rage baiter, and even though I'm not gonna celebrate what happened, I see why some people don't care. This whole thing has turned into a giant political butt fight. You got all the conservatives blaming liberals and saying it's because of their rhetoric and the way they talk that it happened. And then you got the liberals saying that's hypocritical because they do the exact same thing and would probably laugh at one of their people on their side dying. I hate to have the commentator take, I guess, but yeah, it is truly both sides would act the same in the exact same scenario.
We're so cooked as a people, Jack. I'm not gonna hold. There's no like, wow, this is a terrible situation like that. Like it's always, yeah, it's a terrible situation and it's that fault. It's this fault. It's this fault. It's like somebody just got blamed somebody. I just feel like as humans that we just be weird. Like instead of just being like, hey, this is a terrible situation. Who did this is weird. It's like these group of people. It's always them. It's always these group of people. It's always this group of people. It's always this group of people. This group of people is always like this. It's this group of people doing this. It's this group of people. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Talking about it's gonna get better, bro. If you think it's gonna get better, bro, it's gonna be a cold December, man. Get them on jacket.
If it was a person on their side, like it's just how things work. I do think it's funny though how all the conservatives are saying how could people celebrate, acting like they haven't been making fun of George Floyd for 5 years. George Floyd jokes were never funny to me when they first happened, and
on social media in general be acting like black people treat George Floyd like MLK or something like that. That should be odd. I could literally be having a conversation with a white right now, and the will go ahead and make a George Floyd joke to insult me or something. Like, imagine I call a white dude, yeah, you a bitch, bro. Oh, but George Floyd, look at what happened to George Floyd. I'm like, maybe there are some people who are really, really like hurt about it personally. I think it's a terrible act, but it's just like the way be making memes and AI memes. Oh, George Droid. It's like you would really think that this like is on our minds every day, and this like changed our lives and like those, bro. Again, terrible situation though, bro, and it did cause a shift within the world. Don't get it twisted. But why do you think that's like an insult? Like, you know, like if anything, bro, I feel like it's a sign of low intelligence. Now, I be telling y'all, for my racist people out there, if y'all gonna say something racist, just get creative. That's all I'm saying. I don't condone racism, but it's just like y'all gotta try a little harder than this, bro. I'm tired of hearing the same like two things. I'm tired of hearing what Young Thug said on Ninja. Y'all gotta come up with some new that I've never heard before. I'm like, this really called me a motherfucking goddamn a charcoal nugget or something like that. That's not even a slur. Don't, please, like, relax. Like, you know, that's like a random phrase I just made up. It's not TOS. But really dead told me there's something, bro. Something I'd never even heard before or something like that, bro.
The fact they keep bringing him up nowadays like it's supposed to be some jump scare for black people, I guess. Like, bro, it's been 5 years, almost 6 years. Let it go, man. And now you got them treating him like a warrior, saying he's the MLK and Jesus.
Like, is this not insane, bro? Is this not crazy, bro?
It's gotta be some form of blasphemous. How are you a Christian and don't know you can't compare any human to Jesus? If Charlie's their MLK though, then I don't want to know who their Malcolm X is. People may say to me, well, Tommy, he probably wouldn't have given you the same grace if it happened to you. And yeah, I'm sure if it did, he'd say it's tragic and all, but
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths.
I don't really like this excuse because I don't live my life according to how someone else may act towards me. Like, do you act in the same way as a person you don't like? All I know though is from this whole thing happening and getting this many people's thoughts on the internet, we were never meant to see everyone in the world's reaction to something for real. Nothing good can come from it, and y'all better strap in this month up until the end of the year because I have a feeling it's not gonna be a smooth ride until the end.
This month has only gotten crazier. The David shit has gotten even wilder this month, bro.
Anyways, let me know y'all's thoughts on everything going on and how you're praying to survive up until the end of the year. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you.
Tommy, good video. I think, hear me out. Y'all know we live in a simulation, right? Hold on. Let me really talk. Let me talk. Y'all know that we live in a simulation, right? Y'all understand that, right? We live in a simulation, right? They are upping the simulation's difficulty from medium to hard to very difficult. And the reason it's doing that, bro, the reason it's doing that, chat spam, somebody 600 that, somebody 600 that. Stop putting periods. Listen, somebody 600 that. I don't know how to do it myself. The reason why is doing that is because GTA 6 is about to come out, man. Really think about that for a second, bro. Really think about that for a second. That's why all this is happening, bro, because GTA 6 is going. Yo, if y'all put periods in the chat, y'all get. Okay, I know some of y'all like unironically get. We're gonna put those on the main channel. If you're watching this on the main channel, September was crazy months. I'm not gonna hold. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Hopefully October will be better. October better or worse month? What y'all think? I'm gonna put October better. October better. But anyways, yeah. All right, BBG. All right.